Welcome to a very special episode of Cuba to You. My name is Castaneda, and this channel exists to bridge the gap between Cuban Americans and their heritage and to introduce non-Cubans to Cuban culture. Today I'm going to show you my favorite Cuban restaurant, bodega place in all of Tampa, specifically New Port Richey. Latinos Cuisine. They're located on the corner of Grand and Trouble Creek Boulevard here in New Port Richey, 5 to 10 minutes from where I live. Okay, so this is an everyday spot for me. I'm there every single day. They opened a few months ago. They cook all the food fresh every single day. Moises actually gets there at like 5 or 6 in the morning to cook the pork, to cook the chicken, whatever stew they're making, the rice, the plantains, everything. Not to mention, they cook stuff to order as the day goes by. Moises is actually Peruvian. His wife, Vivian, is Cuban, and her parents work in the kitchen, who are Cuban as well, and her brother actually works there as well. So it's a family business. They treat people like family when you walk in. They know me by name, they know my family, they know my wife. They are every bit your everyday mom and pop shop that you can go to. But what makes this place the best, in my opinion, is the food. Not only is it cooked fresh every day, it is authentically Cuban. The way that they prepare it, the way that they season it, the process by which they go by to make it, the way that they season the pork specifically is Cuban. Even though Moises is Peruvian, he knows how to cook Cuban food super well. On Saturdays, he will cook Peruvian food to order. So that's ceviche, lomo saltado, la jalea. What I love about this place is how personal it feels. Because it's a little smaller in size, when you walk in, you're kind of forced to interact with them. They'll talk to you, they'll ask you how your day was. They are the most personable people you can find. It is without a doubt, in my opinion, the most enjoyable experience if you want an authentic Cuban food experience. But not only that, if you just want to go have some good food, if you don't really necessarily care about discovering the best Cuban spot, but you just want to have good food for very reasonable prices, served to you by very friendly people, Latinos Cuisine is your place, I promise you that. They make the desserts there as well. The flan is fresh, their cakes are fresh, whatever, if they're making, they make all sorts of desserts. Tres leche, arroz con leche, these are Cuban desserts, but they do all sorts of stuff. Cookies, muffins, as well as their baked goods. They have baked goods there, empanadas, croquetas, papas rellena, yuca rellena. This is basically like your average Cuban bakery items. They're great at what they do. And I promise you, if you go to Latinos Cuisine, you won't be disappointed, Cuban or not. If you're Cuban, it'll get your stamp of approval. And if you're not Cuban, this is a great introduction to Cuban food, for sure. Because it's authentic, but it's tasty, it's not too crazy. I mean, who doesn't like rice, beans, pork, chicken, steak? Come on. If it's cooked well, you'll like it. That is all I have for you today. But like I said, it was a very special edition because it's super personal to me, something that I love. I feel like I'm in a movie directed by me, starring me, because 5 minutes from my house, a Cuban restaurant that I happen to really love and believe is super authentic and go every day is there. Like that came out of nowhere. I've had to drive far to get some good Cuban food living up here. In Miami, you walk outside the door and someone hands you Cuban food. It might as well be handed to you on a platter. But here, it was so hard to find. I had to drive so far, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, go to Tampa. 45 minutes in traffic just to get good Cuban food. 5 minutes from me. That is just God's blessing raining on me. So I'm super happy about that. Again, that is why it was a special edition, because it's so personal to me. I don't even care. I want everybody to go eat there so that they last longer. This is a selfish thing. I want you to eat at Latinos Cuisine and give them your money so that they don't go away, because I need them. Do this for me. Do this for me. Just give them business for me. They deserve it, but also think of me. Be benevolent. But again, if you like this video, hit subscribe, hit that little bell. It's so helpful to me. I'm starting at this, and your attention and your subscription and anything you can do to help me is so appreciated. Also, like it, comment, tell me what you thought about this video. Tell me what you thought about the delicious food that I showed you. I'm gonna put the address to Latinos Cuisine in the description in case if you live in Tampa or New Port Richey and you're like, what? This place exists? Yes, it does. It is very real. You can go there. I'll put, the address. I'll put their phone number, and then I'll also put their usual hours of operation so you can know. But with that being said, that's all I have for you today. Castaneda signing off. Great cigar in my hand. You have a great rest of the day.